Hey girls, alright, so I want to tell you guys why you should never feel bad asking guys for money. So, do you guys leave open your purse and let people take out things or like take out money, and do you hand out money? You don't, right? Because it's valuable. So, why are you handing out your time, your body, and your energy to these guys for free, when that's the most valuable thing you have as a woman? When men meet you, they already have an agenda in their head on what they want out of the relationship and what they want out of you. And you need to be on the same, whether it's getting connections from them, whether it's them having you pay your phone bill, your house bill. Just make sure that you're always elevating and that the male can help you elevate as a woman. Okay? And after that, just remember, wet bodies do not go good with dry pockets.
All right, hold on. Hold on one second, y'all. When I first meet you, I don't know what I want from you. I have no idea. What I do know is I want to get to know who you are, like the things you're into. I want to see if you basically a gold digger, which it seems like this girl is from this video. If she's talking about make sure he can elevate you, pay your phone bill, basically take care of you when you just met someone. But she's saying, well, don't just give men money. Don't give us any money. But I'm gonna get everything that I can from you. Now, somebody tell me how is this fair? How is that fair?
It's not fair, you guys. Gold digger alert. Gold digger alert. Seriously, everything she's talking about is just based on transactions. It's transactional. So, and a woman like her would get upset if you call her a 304. You know, like you're basically saying I'm not going to give you my money, my time, my energy or anything like that unless you can elevate me and lift me up in some kind of way. I need to benefit from it, but I'm not going to give you nothing in return except my body and my time and my energy. Maybe I'll call you a few times, shoot you a few text messages. That's basically all she said. That's all she has to offer is her body and her image. But yet the man, he has to be a high value man or have this elevated status so that he can elevate you, but you can't give him nothing in return. And you say that you have value because you might have a little money. This is all confusing. So do you already have your own money? So why do you need a man to come and give you all of what he has? It doesn't make sense.
I spoke about this in the last video, women having to bring something to the table. And I'll put a link in the description for that video if y'all haven't checked it out. Because this is crazy how this woman wants a man to invest in her from the beginning. And she feels the most valuable asset she has is her body. As Kevin Samuels used to say, if that's the way you feel, then why don't you just tell me your price? Name your price. That way we don't have to go on 4 or 5 dates. I'm spending $100 every date. I'm $400 into this relationship that we don't have, and you don't even know if you're gonna pick me anyway, right? So I'm still at a losing end if you decide to walk off. I don't get my money back. I don't get my time back. But you elevated yourself in that moment and you got something out of me. You got your phone bill paid. So I just saved you money.
And her rent.
This is not Geico. We're not saving money over here. I need you to put in too.
You're boring and nice as a man, don't date. Okay? If you are a boring, nice man, do not date. And don't let a woman find out that you're willing to spend money. Okay? Don't date. You're boring, you're nice, and you're not shy with the credit card. You're gonna get used, whether it be intentionally or unintentionally, but you're gonna get used. Okay? She's either gonna come to the conclusion and say, all right, he's too nice, but he's boring. I'm not feeling it. Maybe we should go our separate ways. Or she's gonna turn around and say, well, damn, he gonna tell me yes anyway. I might as well keep it coming. It's gonna go one of two ways. All right? You'll have the genuine woman that really cares about your well-being, or you'll have the woman that's just gonna use you because you're freaking nice and boring. She's going to end up being with a man who's not boring. He might not be nice, but she's gonna be like off on the side, probably doing her own thing.
What is boring? Because boring could just mean that you have a faithful, responsible, male. And I don't understand why she's saying that don't be surprised if your girl is messing around with a guy that's not so nice. But, you know, basically he's not boring. What does that mean? You dealing with a guy that's running around with multiple women?
You want somebody who's toxic and who drives you crazy and who lies to you and cheats and you never know what he's doing. That's more exciting, right? I guess, because who wants a boring guy who's faithful to you and caters to your every need? That's just too boring. It's too easy because, like she said, oh, he's just going to say yes. So, but she's absolutely right. There are two different types of women. There's the genuine type, and then there's the one that's just going to play games with you. But for all you fellas out there, you guys have to learn how to tell the difference. And the way that you can tell the difference is basically just looking at her character. You know, there are some chameleons out there and it's going to be hard to, you know, to break everything apart, but all you have to simply do is just, you know, clear your mind of how she looks, her voice, clear your mind of, you know, this image that she may or may not be trying to sell you, and just simply look at her character. This is Martin Luther King told us about this. Does she only think about herself? Is everything always about her? Does she always have to be in control of everything? Look at how she treats her family, the people around her. Is she the type of person that can cut people off real easy without a second thought? You may feel like you're special because she's giving you time and she's cutting everybody else, treating them like they ain't nothing. But think about it. You're really not that special, because if she can do that to other people that she supposedly cared about or had a relationship with before, then she could very well easily do it to you. So do not feel special.
Maybe what she's saying is why I ended up being cheated on, and I couldn't keep the woman I was vetting around because I was, quote unquote, boring, because I was taking care of everything that needed to be taken care of. Because you know what? Now that you mention that, that might explain why all of the guys that came in after me were beneath me. And I'm not being big-headed or anything, but when I look at it from what I had to offer, I come home and I find out that the guy that you're messing with lives at home with his mama. He don't have a job, but you feel like for some reason that you upped me because he has. And you know what? I just thought about something. Why do people that don't have jobs, the men, dress better than somebody like me?
That's so funny.
They paint the image.
That's so
It
true.
makes so much sense right now. The guys that don't have any money will drive around in the nicest cars, have the nicest clothes on, but you know what? He's funding that image. He don't even have any money. But the guy that'll roll up in a typical car that's dressed in some khaki shorts and an Old Navy shirt, they won't even talk to us.
Yeah, and it's true the other way around. Honestly, there's women out there who's putting out this image, looking good, smelling good, you know, has this image like she's Miss Independent. But when you really, if you really look at her life, you know, she talks a big talk and a big game, but she ain't about nothing. She ain't doing nothing with her life. She's too busy, you know, collecting child support checks, or jumping from man to man. Got this man on Monday, another dude on Tuesday, another dude on Wednesday. Got her Saturday night guy, you know, getting money from people, like the other girl was saying, like, hey, I have a phone bill, you know, I got rent that's due. Just using men, running around just using them, getting money from them. But she's acting like she's got her stuff together, but she doesn't. No plan, no drive, no future, nothing. So you guys have to be very careful, men and women alike. Just relax. Don't fall for the hype. Just relax. You know, sit still for a second and observe. Just observe. And I promise you, all the signs are there. They're all there. But a lot of times when we meet someone new, we want to, you know, talk ourselves into it like, hey, it's meant to be. It's fate. This is love. You know, and the truth is, you have to build that love. You have to go through some things with that person. People are delusional. They think everything's just going to be perfect forever, and it's not. Everyone is flawed. I'm flawed. Bobby's flawed. I probably say I'm damaged goods, and I know it. I've been through a lot. I'm pretty sure all of you guys have, but just because you meet somebody who may have a certain image doesn't mean that you need to just go all in. Be careful. Okay, be careful, and especially for those people that can talk a good talk. It might be all exciting, you got the butterflies in your stomach and stuff, but you need to be careful because they may be pulling the wool over your eyes.
You want some advice? See somebody at their worst. When I meet somebody, I can't wait to see you get upset. And I mean, I want you at the highest level of pissivity, because then that's going to show me who you really are. I've been in relationships that I didn't even see it coming. That when their emotions were hurt, they didn't care what they did to me. Who they hurt, what they said, the whole angle was destroyed. And I couldn't even reciprocate that to them. I'm just not going to mess with you after that because you burned the bridge and everything else. I'm not going to deal with you. But like they say, be careful, because the way you get them might be the way you lose them. So if you're meeting somebody that all they care about is money, then the next guy that comes along that has a little bit more than you might lose them that way. If you're dealing with a girl that is in a relationship, pregnant at the time, and still dealing with other men on the side, don't be surprised if that ends up being you in the future. So be careful how you get them, y'all, because you may very well, in fact, lose them that way. Because now that I think about my exes, and I'll cover that in other videos, I can sit back and see how exactly what happened in the beginning is exactly how it ended. And I was too foolish to recognize it because I was caught up in my emotions, too busy trying to fix something that the other person had already checked out. And y'all got to be careful, because if a person check out too quick, they already met somebody. And there's nothing you can do to get those people back. So these little games they're playing, saying get the most money you can basically out of these men, that we're only valuable in a financial sense. The girl never said anything about getting to know this guy. Hell, I'm subject at this point. If I wasn't with you, if I'm on a date, man, you're going to have to pay. We're going to split this bill. I ain't got time for that. Because you know when you're not splitting the bill, when you take a woman out, she looking at steak and shrimp. She don't even ask for a glass of wine. She asks for the whole bottle. A $275 bottle of wine. That's what she going to ask for. Because she know you paying the bill. But if you split it, I guess you're not valuable anymore. I guess that's where we at.
You know, it's funny you said if you wasn't with me, you'd see if I buy, or if another girl would buy you something. It's just like, you guys, I buy my man stuff all the time. I don't ask nothing from him. I help with the bills. I know he has the majority of the bills, but I help pay at least half of it. And I figured out ways to lower his expenses. My baby, he don't know how to dress. He don't get dressed.
I don't care.
Don't.
I'm at work all day. I don't really care.
You know, he's working. He's building his business. You know, we're working on YouTube. We're working on a lot of stuff. I'm in school. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're both really busy in our own lanes. But I know my baby, he don't be worried about fashion and stuff. He just go out to work. But guess what? I make sure he look good while he doing it. I go and I buy his clothes.
I have a lot of clothes in the closet, brand new with tags on them. Haven't even worn them yet. Shoes too, y'all.
Got him shoes, socks, drawers, you name it. I take care of that. So at the end of the day, like, you guys got to just have a woman that cares about you and who's into you and just not about herself. That's how you know. It's simple. You don't have to chase after women. You don't have to do that. You don't have to sell yourself. You don't have to spend the most money on it. You don't have to do nothing but be yourself. Okay?
Fellas, if you with a girl and you just met her and she asking you to pay her bills, ghost her. Get up out of there. Don't even deal with it.
Take y'all power back. Take it back. This community, for all y'all watching, our community is going to be called the Purple Pill community. Because I know there's the blue pill, which is the people far on the right. You know, no, believe all women. Women can never do no wrong. Then there's the red pill community, which I am pretty fond of, but they're far off to the left. You know, so what we want to do over here on our channel, our goal is really to bring people together and to have real conversations about these relationships and the dysfunctionality of society right now, and how it doesn't matter if you're damaged, it don't matter if you have a past, you can still come together and make it work. It's very possible. Me and Bobby have done it. And I never thought that I could find love. I gave up, you know, but when I met him, he was so real and so genuine and so sweet. And he made me realize that, you know, not to take things for granted and to be grateful. And I use my energy to think about his needs, his wants, his worries. I use my energy for that, to cater to my man. So, and I'm not saying that I'm perfect. You know, I'm not saying that I get every cue and everything, but I'm always there. And if I do something that, you know, if I miscommunicate wrong or if I have a mood or anything like that, I always come back and I apologize. I'm not too prideful to apologize, you know.
Ladies, I'm going to give you a tip on how to find a good man. You don't find us, we find you. And the reason you can't find a good man is because a lot of y'all DMs are saturated with a bunch of bullshit. And then you start not seeing guys like me.
Yeah.
You don't appreciate men like me until you're in your 30s. Because you spend a lot of time running in the same place in your 20s.
Yep.
I couldn't get the girl in high school because I didn't dress a certain way. They would all say, hey, man, you're cute. But, you know, if you could dress a little better. Okay, I couldn't help it. I couldn't get them. But as we got older and they got older, then they want to come around and look for guys like me. But usually by that time, you're dealing with broken women because they went after all the wrong men. And then I have to come in here and undo all that. And like I said in the previous, I'm not going to do it. I'm not.
He's not lying, you guys. Like, ever since we've been together, it's been almost 2 years now. And several of his exes and women from his past have hit him up. But he showed me the messages and everything. They've hit him up. They want him back. But guess what? He don't want them. They got too many kids. They done got big. They done been ran through. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too late because you didn't see the value in him before. And now that you're tired and you all used up and abused, and now you just feel like you deserve a good man when you ain't put in no work, he's not interested anymore.
So I guess I'm supposed to come in there and see all the children you had after me, after you screwed me over. No. I'm supposed to sit here every day and look at these children as a reminder of how this didn't work and come in and take care of them at the same time. Hoping that you don't leave me because for some reason, these women are never happy today. Never. It's always financial. Even this girl in this video. What is she talking about? Girls, make sure you can get elevated. See if he can pay this bill. See if he can pay that. Are you serious?
No, baby. That's not how you elevate. You elevate from within. That materialistic money stuff, that's just delusional. It's delusional. You guys, leave them girls alone. Take your power back. And yes, they may have hundreds of DMs and all of that, but if you guys stop that, guess what? They'll have to look at themselves in the mirror and they'll have to make change. They will have to. That's what we want. We want them to see themselves for who they really are. We want to pull back the curtains because we need change. These kids are suffering. Families are suffering. This society is suffering. We have to get together and we need to go hard on these women and on the men. So that's why I say, hey, this is the purple pill community. Come on over here to our channel if y'all really want to see some balance. If y'all really want to see some change. Because we're not just sitting here, oh, men ain't shit. Women ain't shit. No. And we're not sitting up here acting like we're better than anybody else and we're so perfect. No. Come on over here to our channel. We don't need to hate women, hate men. We don't need none of that. Okay?
And you know how
we in the purple pill community.
And you know how you can build a relationship? You want to know how?
How?
You can like and subscribe. That's how you can build relationships. I'm sorry. Like and
Go ahead.
subscribe.
We'll give you a second. Seriously, we'll give you a second. Go ahead, hit that like, subscribe, and that notification button, because we're going to be having real conversations over here, and we want you guys to be a part of it.
Well, thank
It
y'all.
matters.
Well, thank y'all for tuning in. If you don't know, my name is Bobby.
And I'm Maya.
And as we say any other time, until next time,
Peace.
peace.
Yeah, I got you, I got you, I got you.